Want to know how to beat the algorithm every single time? Then watch this episode with Katie Dutra.
It's time for open communication, regardless of location. Make your very own formulation. That beauty might save the world. You can trade in your frustration for caffeinated correlation. Commence the investigation. That beauty might save the world.
First episode of Cuticles and Coffee, and it is with my nail bestie Katie Dutra. She's not only my nail bestie, she's also my personal bestie. We've finally got the chance to meet this year and I love her even more. She is incredible. Not only she's an amazing nail artist, she is also the kindest soul. So please enjoy this episode, and if you do find it entertaining and helpful and you want to let me know what else you would like to see, please pop it in the comments, like this video and subscribe. And without further ado, enjoy. I am drinking green tea. Have you got a drink?
I just have water because I'm kind of boring.
Oh, you're just being good. Hydrating, keeping hydrated.
Yes.
How is the move to your home salon going? Because I can see all those gorgeous little bottles in the background.
It's pretty much finished. I still have like some random things that I need to put away that will probably get put off because, that's not the fun part.
It always does. There's always a box that just sits there and it has all this random stuff in it that you need to tackle, but there's never time to tackle it.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather be painting or something fun. So
Yeah. Why did you start YouTube? Tell us all about YouTube.
well, I've always liked computers and photography, and like in school I took a photography class and I took a Photoshop class. So I've always kind of enjoyed technology, I guess. So when I started doing nails and would see some other people on YouTube, like Talia, she's been on YouTube for a while. She was like one of the first people that I started watching, and it kind of like merged those two things together of like, oh, I can do art and I can do nails and I can also create videos and take photos, and it kind of put those two worlds together, and I just really enjoyed watching the other people do it, so I thought it would be fun to give it a try.
Yeah. When did you start? What year did you start?
Oh man, it was probably, I probably started posting like my like first like put together videos probably 2015 or 16.
Okay, so
yeah,
a while.
yeah.
A while. I find your videos are very informative, and I did actually watch your videos way before I started talking to you. So I did follow you on YouTube and watch the videos because I found them really useful, because you used to review some magpie things which I was into, and I liked seeing that. And yeah, so I have followed your journey over the past few years. mentioned Talia. I have actually seen her videos as well. I used to watch, I think she was called Jess Face 90, and she did all like indie nail polishes.
Hmm.
Her brand was 90 Lacquer. I used to be obsessed with that. Any indie polishes, I loved them. I do
Yeah.
miss the kind of like the variety you could get in normal nail polish versus gel polished.
Should try the Korean gel polishes because
I really want to.
they are so like they have so many unique colors and they're not afraid to play with textures and
Mhm.
it's just a lot more out of the box than I think a lot of um, the more local, brands do. But
Yeah,
so it's just kind of fun to
absolutely.
play with.
Like I follow a few nail artists, a couple from Japan and a couple from Korea, and they're insane. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. I'm usually looking at
Definitely.
the pictures like, how? Like, how did they do that?
Yeah. Yes.
And then if you see a video, it's like, oh, it's way simpler than,
Yeah.
it looks, but my brain likes to make it more complicated.
Yes, I did this. I saw this really beautiful design and it was done with gold leaf. And I was thinking, how did they do it? Like, it's a perfect maple leaf made out of gold leaf. How? And it was, I messaged a girl actually, and she very kindly did tell me those little craft punches. I
Oh,
will
yeah.
show you. I got a few of them because I was like, I need to do this and basically get in a sheet of gold leaf and then punch it through and then pop it into the wet layer. Beautiful. I was just thinking, how do you have the patience to get this perfect maple leaf? Just hole punch. You do YouTube, but you're also on other social media.
Hmm.
How important do you think that is for people in our industry, kind of having that social media presence?
Yeah. I think it's good to have a top two or three. I don't think you need to be on every single one because if it becomes too overwhelmed, I mean, of course, you can be on every single one. But for a lot of people, it's really overwhelming. So
Yeah.
I think that if trying to be on every single one means that the quality is going to be lower, it's better to stick with your top two or three that you see the most engagement on, you feel the most comfortable being on. Stick with those, and then you can produce better content, because you're not trying to spread yourself so thin, trying to create all these different things. But I like to repurpose things too.
Yeah.
Like I will use an app. The app I use is called Splice for
Okay.
editing short form content. So like for reels, I'll use that. So I just edit in the one app and then I can post it on reels, I can post it on TikTok. I can post it, YouTube has YouTube shorts now, so I can post it on there. So it's like everyone has their own version of the short form videos. So I like to do it that way because it's a little bit too overwhelming to me to try and create different content for each and every platform. So it's like you gotta think smarter, not harder, like they
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, I agree with that. I try to repurpose my stuff too. So if I do a longer video, sometimes I will chop it up and use it for the shorter videos. Sometimes though, I will record a design that I am not that keen on, but I find that those videos tend to do really well on TikTok because people don't seem to care so much about the
Mhm.
aesthetics and about how perfect things are. They like it a bit more raw, a bit more real. Um, so I tend to go over there and post everything. So
Yeah.
everything can go on TikTok. There's no like limitations. Instagram's a lot more kind of, this is how I want things to look. But I think that is a great advice about focusing on maybe a couple of places where it works for you. What would you say those are for you?
I would say Instagram is probably my number one. I would say YouTube, but YouTube's kind of its own ball game, so it's kind of um it requires a lot more time and a lot more like, you know, lights and camera and like all this other stuff that the short form content or the other apps, like you can just kind of, you know, do a quick little record here and post it, and it's a little bit easier. So I would say YouTube, but I know that YouTube is kind of its own in its own category in a way. And then I do post on TikTok. I find that I get a little bit more engagement on Instagram. So I usually stick like YouTube, Instagram, and then a little bit of TikTok on the side.
Instagram is my number one. I like posting on there the most. Then I go from there to TikTok and then shorts on YouTube. I try to do the YouTube like longer videos, but I find it takes so much longer to record and edit and make sure that they are educational. Because I feel like on YouTube, you do need to be either a lot more entertaining or a lot more educational.
Mhm.
And I love it, but it takes so much time to do it. I
Yeah.
don't know how you stay so consistent.
You know, at one point I was like, I'm going to do 3 a week. That didn't happen because that's like a little
That's
intense.
crazy.
Yeah. So right now I'm trying to aim for like 2 or 3 a month. That seems doable for me because
Hmm.
I did take a little bit of time off just this past year or over this past year because just had a lot of we moved and I moved into my office and um it's just been a little bit hectic. So I gave myself permission to take a break.
Yeah.
So, but my goal now going forward is like 2 or 3 a month. That seems
Okay.
like doable. I won't get overwhelmed. And I also try to remind myself like a YouTube video doesn't have to be 30 minutes long. Like, you know, it can be 15 minutes, it can be 10 minutes or less. Like, as
Mm-hmm.
long as you are delivering the information and it doesn't have to be this like extravagant production, even though
Yeah.
it feels like it should sometimes.
I think YouTube is not what it used to be
Mm-hmm.
anymore. I think as long as you are still putting across it, like you said, what you want to put across, it doesn't really matter how long it takes. But another good point you just made was that you gave yourself permission to have a break. And I think that's so important because people get so wrapped up in social media that they think, oh no, I can't do it because the algorithm will hate me. Can I just say, because people don't like hearing this, algorithm doesn't care about you. Like it doesn't. It just works. It will be working there in the background and it will keep on doing it. And the people that enjoy your content will keep on coming back to your content.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how it works. Like if you pop up and let's say you not posted for 3 weeks and then you pop up and you're in my subscribers list, go and watch your video because I've missed seeing your videos. So give yourself permission to have a break when you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And like you're talking about with the algorithm is I think everyone should have an email list
Mm-hmm.
because if you have an email list, that goes straight to whoever is subscribed to that list, and there's no algorithm to fight with. There's no, um, you know, trying to hook people in and get them to watch your stuff or whatever it is. It goes straight to their inbox along with, they're going to get an email from Nike, which is a
Mm-hmm.
huge brand. Then they're going to get an email from you, and you didn't have to compete at all with any type of algorithm. You're on the same level as all these other big brands and companies, going straight to the person. So everyone should have an email list because you never know if an app or some form of social media could disappear at any moment. And then what are you going to do after that? So,
Katie has actually told me about this a while ago, and I looked into it and I was supposed to do it and I never have. So I will do it before this episode gets released, I promise. I was thinking about this after you have told me about it the first time. And when you open your inbox, even if you do not open that email, that person's in your mind because you've seen their name pop up
Mhm.
in your mailbox. Even if you don't have that time or you just not interested in that moment, they're still on your mind. And people need to see things 7 times before they commit to, for example, purchasing something.
Mhm.
So as long as your name is popping up, it's good for your brand and it's good for your business or whatever you're planning on doing. So thank you for that golden nugget. Thank you.
Yeah, and you don't really need, it's different than social media because, 100 email people on your email list is better than 10,000 followers that may never, you know, buy from you or support you or whatever it is. The email list is way, way more valuable, and you don't really need this massive following or this massive list of people in order to be successful, or in order for your email list to be successful, I guess.
Yeah, I think it goes back to I remember in lockdown, a lot of people were getting upset about their Instagram or whatever other social media. I think it was mainly Instagram, so let's stick with that one. And worrying about, so and so got to 10K and so got 20K. But at the end of the day, that doesn't pay your bills unless you are either selling a product or you are a content creator and getting paid for either advertising a product or you're working to promote a brand. So unless there's money coming from that content, that 10,000 people are not going to pay your bills. But, the 20 people you have on your client list are going to do that because it's all about the person that's sitting in front of you, especially when you're a nail tech. It's the people that come to you and want their nails doing. And there might only be, let's say, 100 of those people versus, 10,000 on Instagram, but that 100 is paying your bills every day. They're
Mhm.
loyal, they keep on coming back to you. So at the end of the day, the numbers are nice and we all get excited about big milestones because we do. We love getting likes and comments and people seeing our content that we create for them and appreciating it. But that doesn't always pay. Um, so it is worth having, like you said, like that mailing list where you can send, for example, you doing your courses, you can send out a mailing list and say, hey, here's my course. Tell us about your course. Go on, spill the beans.
It is a gel structured manicure course. So it covers e-file, prep, gel application, polishing, getting, super close to the cuticle, all that good stuff. And then I did include a couple little bonus nail art tutorials in it. And yeah, it's what I wish that I had when I was starting out. It's about like 5 hours worth of video content, and everything is in real time video. So it's not like, rushing, speeding everything up. It's you get to see the work in real time. Um, yeah, I'm proud that I it was a lot of work, and I am proud that I accomplished it.
You did a really good job on it. And there's so much information in your course that definitely, especially if you're a beginner, it's an incredible course to take. So you can head over to Katie's website. Your work is incredible. Like the way your nails look, they look absolutely perfect. You do specialize in gel, I'm guessing,
Mhm.
yes. Have you ever done anything else than gel, or was it just, this was your calling?
Not besides in school. So I don't know how it is for in the UK, but for here, we have to go to beauty school, or um, every state is a little bit different. So most states require you to take all the whole cosmetology. So you have to take hair, skin, and
Okay.
nails. Um, Oregon, I think there's a couple other states, but they actually let you separate them. So you can just go to school for nails or you can just go to school for hair. I did the whole thing because they said if you ever move to a state that required you to do all of it, you would have to go back to school. So
Oh,
I was like, let's just take the whole thing. And actually, I thought I was going to do hair to begin with. So until we started nails, and I was like, I love this. So in school, they really didn't teach us gel that much. It was mostly acrylic. We did like the little silk wrap
mhm.
nails. Um, this was like right before gel polish started. Like I think shellac just had come out. So nobody really knew about that. Like that was all new
Mm.
information. So we really didn't cover gel in school, but I had actually been getting my nails done from a local nail tech here, and she did hard gel. So that's if I wouldn't have been getting my nails done, I probably wouldn't have known about it or even been open, to that
Mhm.
side of the nail industry because they just didn't really teach it in school. So since I had been getting my nails done with her and she used, I think she had like the Light Elegance glitters, like, in the pod. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And like, so being able to see that,
Yes.
I think, is what made me want to do gel because that's what I was getting done. And I saw how pretty it was. And
Yes.
there's something about watching somebody do gel or work with, especially like a potted gel. It's just like so, they make it look so effortless. It just is so satisfying to watch. So that's why I ended up doing gel, is because that's what I was getting done and I just loved, you know, the look of it and it was really fun to watch and stuff. So I don't think though if I was getting my nails done, I probably wouldn't have known about it.
Okay. But I started off with acrylic, so liquid and powder. I'm still a liquid and powder girl at heart. I just find it so easy. Because that's something I worked with for years, it
Mm,
was just, it was nice to work with. The reason why I switched over to gel was because my mum actually developed a HEMA allergy.
mm,
And I was trying to find like different brands because obviously Light Elegance is one of them, Hona is another. At the time, Magpie as well, they had HEMA-free gels. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give it a go. I'm going to try and work with gel. So I got qualified in gel. Um, and yeah, I really liked it. So I actually only do gel now because I don't really do clients anymore, but people that do nails for, they all have gel. I liked Elegance glitters. They are so beautiful.
I
Have you
know.
got a favorite?
Yes, I do have a couple favorites.
Tell us.
Would you like to hear about them?
Yes.
My all-time favorite is champagne.
Okay. I need to be making these notes, okay? So everybody, I'm not looking at the screen because I'm making notes. Champagne.
It's To me,
Ooh.
it's kind of a rose gold, but it kind of depends
Okay.
on what your viewpoint of rose gold. Some people think it's more pink. I think it's a little bit less pink than like a really pinky rose gold, but it's just
Ooh.
this like
Yes. So some
beautiful,
holographic bits in there.
yes.
I will show you
Once
my
you start
favorites
getting
in
me
a
talking
minute.
about champagne, it's just like so that's my number one.
Okay.
Number two, tiny diamond.
Tiny diamond.
This is
Okay.
like your white shimmer bridal, like
Okay. Ooh, pretty.
super pretty. Love that one. Number three, smoking hot pepper. You're black with, I don't know if you can
Ooh,
see it, but it's like the perfect black with the finest holographic.
beautiful.
So nice. So, I mean, that's all you need, a champagne, a white, and a black.
That's true. I'm going to show you my favorites. I am a very glitzy girl, so when it comes, it's really weird. I said to Sam the other day, Sam's my husband, that I am now embracing the fact that, I love, for example, rock music, and I love leather trousers, and I love all those dark things. I love them. But I also love pink, and I love
Yes.
sparkles. So I decided that I am no longer going to put myself in one box, and I'm going to do what I. So this one is sparkles or sequins. You can't see because
Okay.
there's
I think I
ridiculously
have that
bright
one.
light.
Blinding. Oh, yes.
Can you see that?
Yes. Don't
So
spill it.
that's, yeah, I was just looking at that thinking that's going to go everywhere. Rolling in glitter is the other one. And I love this. I have this on my toes right now, actually. It
Is that one
is like, it's got like thin lines of glitter rather than chunks of glitter. It's so pretty. So the third one is Oopsie Daisy. And it's a diamond glitter, basically, like a white diamond glitter.
Yeah.
Have
I
you
think I
got
have
any
that
of
one.
these?
Yeah. I'm looking in my drawer.
But it's so pretty. It's just, I
Oh yeah.
like a nice diamond glitter.
Mm-hmm. It's more like a white gold.
Yeah. And it's got those silver pieces are so sparkly, though. That's one thing I find you cannot get a shine like you do with gel. Like hard gel, the shine on that is like hard gel top coats as well.
Hmm.
There's no shine like it. Absolutely love it. Are you a sparkly girl? Do you like sparkles?
I do.
Any other gel brands that you would recommend that do nice sparkly gels?
Beanie Beauty Box.
Okay.
They make really good leaf.
Ooh.
That's the rose gold one. So like they have pretty much every color of like that leaf gel, that leaf glitter.
Mhm.
So they got neons, they got dark ones. They like, yeah.
Nice.
So I have like
Honestly,
all of them.
I don't think I've seen any of those in the UK. I might be wrong, so if anybody watching this has seen them, please let me know. But I've not seen anything like that.
The leaf or the brand.
Both.
Mm, we love the flash glitters, right?
Oh, I love flash glitters. Give me any flash glitters. So I have two of my favorites here. These are from Hona. I have a couple of bits from Hona for you to take home. Don't worry, they're just small because I know, suitcase and all. This is conceal, and you won't be able to see it because the light is back on. But it's a reflective, the flash on, flash off glitter, but it
Mhm.
has like silver bits and purple and pink bits in it. So it's not just like silver. It's
Mhm.
beautiful. Love this. And then the other one they've got is their take on gold, which is Masquerade. And that has like gold bits and like orangey bits, and just they're beautiful.
I do have tons of loose glitters, like tons of magpie glitters.
Yes, same here. I do have one question that I'm going to read out because it's just too much of a mouthful to try
Okay.
and remember it. So, Katie, if you could travel back in time, what is the one piece of advice you'd give yourself at the start of your career? Go.
Oh man, that's a hard one because I feel like I have tons of advice for myself. Can I do two?
Go for it.
Okay. I think one would be to skip buying the cheap stuff and just save your money to buy the nice stuff to begin with because I definitely like lost money rebuying things because the first things that I bought didn't last very long or the quality's not there or whatever it is. So I almost think it's better to have less stuff and just buy quality items that will last you through your career instead of just buying a bunch of cheap stuff.
Mm-hmm.
um, so that, and then I think taking as much continuing education as possible from the beginning. Like if there is, we have like trade shows, and there's one that comes through Oregon. And so I feel like every time that comes in is like, I don't care what I take, I need to take at least a couple classes, because when do you have the opportunity that the classes come to you? And I know not everybody, depending on your area, has that, but so, I wish I would have taken advantage more of some of the education that was available in the beginning. I think that would have helped, but it's hard when you start out because you just don't have a lot of, you're trying to build your business, and it's just like, it's a little overwhelming because there's a lot of products that you need to buy. And then if you want to buy classes on top of that, classes are usually $300, $400, $500, whatever. So, but I wish that would be my two. It's like, stick with buying quality products and focus on finding the most education that you can find coming straight out of beauty school, because they just really only teach you the basics here in school. So you're kind of just taught the bare minimum, and then you're like, shoot out the door. Like, okay, there you go.
Yeah. I agree with both of those. Thank you for sharing those. It's a lot different since you've been to school and since I've been to school. There is that opportunity of doing the courses that, for example, like you have, which is absolutely amazing. So you can now learn online, which is incredible. That was unheard of when I was at school, and I'm pretty sure it was the same with you. There are so many opportunities out there because there are people like yourself that are putting out content that is really in depth and putting those courses out there for people that want to do online courses or can't get to you, for example. So yeah, I really think people should be taking advantage of that and refreshing your memory on the things you have learned, the basics you have learned. You always need to be educating yourself, I think. Thank you for chatting with me today. I hope that it was relaxed enough for you. I will pop all the links for your social media and everything on the screen somewhere so that people can check you out, even though I'm pretty sure most people already know who you are. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. And hello to all the lovely people.
Plenty of golden nuggets in that one. Isn't she incredible? So if you want to sign up to her classes, I will pop all the links on the screen right now. And please don't miss out the next episode, which is with my nail friend Chantel from CLAWGASMIC. And I will leave a little sneak peek for you for the next episode, which will be released on the 7th of January. I hope you have the best rest of the year, and I will see you all soon.
Want to be Beyonce's backing dancer.
And you couldn't pass that opportunity up. I can't imagine you ever getting angry. Do you get angry?
Treat me like a 4-year-old. Just don't let me get hungry and don't let me get tired.
How important do you think social media is to us as nail techs?
So